to sit down and kind of talk through a few things before I close off this vlog. Good morning guys, so I have been and gone to France and did my France trip, and to be honest I'm a little bit stressed because we weren't expecting the autumn launch to be as good as it was. We've had a couple of really bad years in business, to be honest, so I've kind of like managed my expectations with how many orders I get. I think in 2020 what happened was we had this massive boom because everyone was like online, buying things online, and the orders really kind of plummeted in 2021 to 2022 when everyone was kind of not in lockdown anymore and they were out and about. I think what had happened was everyone was just chronically online in 2020. A lot of online businesses boomed then. So then in 2021 and 2022 I managed my expectations when I seen like kind of a massive plummet in sales. So I wasn't really expecting the autumn product launch to do, you know, that well, and we definitely got more orders than I thought we were going to get. Anyway, I have got two cute PR boxes which I literally want to unbox before I start my day. I've had this one on my desk for ages and I'm excited because it's like this little aesthetic like desk decor, so I'm just, instead of having it just cluttering my desk for the last like few weeks, it's literally been like on my desk for like over a month. I also got sent this kawaii box. I'm excited to see what's in there. I love kawaii stuff. My whole business is based off like cute stuff. Oh my gosh, we got a little happy Halloween suite. Oh my gosh, a little Halloween chromie cushion. I'm gonna put this in the studio, look at that. I just unboxed this and I did it on my phone to share it on TikTok and it's so cute. Oh my gosh, this is gonna make the cutest. This is a Bluetooth speaker and it's got these little clicky keys that you can use, and you can change like the background. You can actually make your own background as well. Just before I get to work, I just wanted to show and say a huge thank you to Lily, Emma and Sophie Dog for sending me the cutest little package. She illustrated Gingy and Spice and she says she watches these vlogs in her jammies. Adorable little illustrations, I'm gonna treasure them. Why isn't my mouse working? Oh, good morning guys. So this vlog, I really need to get to work on the Christmas stuff, so I'm going to talk you through the plans because I've changed it last minute and it's going to be a bit of a mad rush, to be honest. Basically, I was going to say for the Christmas product launch, I was going to limit my release, what I was going to do, and I was basically just going to release a mouse mat and that was it. I wasn't going to do like a big collection. But I had a product collection idea and now I can't stop thinking about it. So I bought these the other day from B&M, let me show you. And they were so cute. Look, the little candy cane stick things. These would be cute around the studio for this Christmas. Sparkly. And I've done like Gingy and Spice down Candy Cane Lane in a few illustrations. And Gingy's time is Christmas. It's his time to shine. I was going to leave my big product collection till next year because there's a few things that I need to do. One, design a Christmas mouse mat. Two, also do the Katnipp calendar, and I wanted that as part of the Christmas launch, which I haven't started by the way. Now there's a few problems with launching in the middle of November. People from the US, only gives them a week or two to order the products for Christmas. We normally say the cut-off time for Christmas is like the 1st of December for international orders, and even then it's pushing it fine because Royal Mail is pretty slow. So with that in mind, and I thought to do a big collection it's going to take me a lot longer because this year I've been doing it more in big bulk collections than what I used to do in previous years, but I've realised that these collections actually take much longer than I originally planned. So initially I was thinking for my new Christmas launch I would just release the calendar and the mouse mat and I'd keep it very minimal. We still have lots of Christmas goodies and items in the store from last year, but then I've seen these candy canes and I had an idea for the product collection. So originally my collection was actually an ice skating collection for this year, and then I just scrapped it. And then I thought, how cute would it be if you guys came to Gingy and Spice's Candy Cane Academy? So I'm going to do it so like Spice loves baking and you have come to her Candy Cane Academy and graduated from her Candy Cane Academy with Ginger and Spice. Basically, you guys really loved Bumble, but on the Witch and Broom, and I thought how cute would it be if I did that, but he's flying on a little candy cane, like he's holding a little candy cane, he's got a little Santa hat on. I thought, oh my god, that would be so cute. Now the problem with this is, at the time of recording this video, it's currently 1 week into October. So if I want to get this out for the middle of November, which is already pushing it fine for Christmas products, to be honest. Christmas should really be released in October, but I've learnt that this year. I really need to get to work on this. So it's currently Friday and I'm gonna plan to work all weekend, like literally all weekend, to try and get these pins and this mouse mat out. Now the problem is, one of my friends is visiting from Cyprus, so I'm going to see her tonight. I'm also getting my nails done this evening, so that leaves me Saturday and Sunday. So lots to do, lots to think about. We need to just crack on and get it done. It is going to be a challenge because next week I'm also being invited out to London to do a speaking panel for Shopify. I hope you guys have fun following me along, and let's see if we can actually get this done. But first and foremost, today I'm actually just sorting out my Notion to-do list. I need to tick off everything that I've done yesterday, and I need to plan. I need to be very, very, very focused if I want to get this done. Let's get to work, shall we? Okay, so yesterday I actually started creating the sketches and the outlines for my new enamel pins, and I really need to plan my day now because I've only got 2 days left until I take you guys and we go on a business trip to London. But I need to plan my day because today the goal is to get the enamel pins sent off, otherwise they're not gonna come in time. So I'm gonna show you basically how I plan and try and keep myself on track when I'm coming up to like these launches. I actually use a mix of different things, from my physical calendar on the wall to my planner on my desk, and then also I have been using Notion a lot. And I was actually buzzing because Notion reached out to me. I've been using Notion for like 2 years now maybe, and I've really started to use it every single day now in my studio. I use like this daily to-do list, which I'll show you in a second. So a huge thank you to Notion for actually reaching out and sponsoring today's video. You'll probably have seen me mention Notion and how I use different planners and stuff if you're existing to this channel anyway. But I actually watch a lot of like productivity vlogs, and I also watch a lot of other like artists and stuff, and when I say their aesthetic Notion gives me envy, I literally look at it and think that is what I want. But I will show you my Notion. I am not there yet. My aesthetic is not there yet on Notion, but I do use it daily, and the most important thing that I've been using so far is the daily to-do list. I literally have been using this every day. So I use my planner, and normally my oh my gosh, stickers just flew out everywhere. So I use my planner as like my weekly goal to-do list that I lay out on my desk, and I can also see how my week is looking physically always on my desk. But then I use my Notion as a daily to-do list for even more smaller tasks. Having daily to-do lists and daily tasks and little tasks and ticking them off and moving them around, it's very satisfying, and it's a great way for me personally to stay productive. Okay, so I have seen on Notion a lot of people having a very aesthetic home feed, which I've yet to actually set up. The first thing that I open up is this daily to-do list. So I've actually just moved across film sponsor, Notion sponsors segment, which I'm currently filming now. So what I'll do is like that'll be in doing. So I actually got this off another creator actually. You can actually download templates and stuff, and it's just a daily to-do list. I also have a home to-do list, which is things that I need doing around my home. So when I log in on my iPad or my phone, I'll come into here and I'll also use it here, which is really helpful. But this is the one that I use the most. Like this daily to-do list is on my desktop at all times, like throughout my studio day, and this is what I work on. And then along with that is my physical planner on my desk, but this is the one that I break down into little steps. So I'll also put on like social media edit, and then I'll put on things like, I don't know, post to Instagram. So as you can see, there's quite a lot, and this is what I use for step-by-step small tasks, and I keep working through it. So I'll move it like now. I'll move it to doing, and then I'll move it to done there, and then the next up is the finishing designing enamel pins, which I'm going to do after this, and this keeps me on track and helps me time block. The thing that I actually started to use Notion for was actually my content calendars for both Katnipp and Catherine K, so I could keep on track of 1, sponsorships, 2, my content ideas and my plans. Otherwise it felt chaotic. So before, all I used to do was pick up my camera and record videos once a week, and I still do that to a certain extent, but the problem is I need to keep on track of my weeks and stuff, because I like to stay consistent here on YouTube and on Catherine K, and I like to post a video weekly, and I found not having a plan really felt very chaotic, and I had like SD cards everywhere with no plans. So I have a column that says to edit. All of these videos are to edit, and the ones that I have filmed. So I've already filmed all of my Paris and Disneyland trip, so they all need to be edited, and then I also have a calendar up here that helps keep me on track. So yeah, that's basically how I use my Notion. I know it's not as aesthetic as other people's, but it genuinely has been very, very helpful to me, particularly when it comes to like collaborations and sponsorships. Like me and Dean will share the page, and he'll be able to see the invoices and send them over. I actually would love to know, because I know it's very, very popular, and you guys can actually try it out today for free. I will leave a link in the description for you guys to check it out. I find it absolutely invaluable. It helps keep me on track, and I genuinely use it every single day, particularly when I'm in the studio. So a huge thank you to Notion for sponsoring today's video. Anyway, now I actually need to move that over from my Notion. I am going to move my finished designing enamel pins across. Like, I'm gonna finish moving this across, because that's what I need to do. So next up on my to-do list today is finish designing enamel pins. So I'm going to move that across, and that is what I'm going to get to work on. So let's finish colouring the enamel pins and get into work, shall we? Okay, I've just sent off for the Christmas pins, so I'm very, very excited. I've asked my manufacturer if they can actually get a rushed order in to make sure it's here before I get back from Florida, because I would like to photograph them and do a launch pretty much as soon as I'm back from my holiday. So I've asked to get that sent off. That's all done. It feels like a weight off my shoulder, because pins are the thing that take the longest to do, so I'm glad I've managed to tick that off my to-do list. I now have to tidy the studio, and I also have a couple of videos to edit, which I won't end up getting done today because it's already 2:25 and it's currently a Sunday. There is like bits of mess everywhere in my studio, and I'm also going to tidy up the shelf with the mouse mats, ready for Mike and Dean packaging orders tomorrow, because the shelves are kind of become a little messy. I'm just going to clean up and just generally tidy so that it's ready for a new week tomorrow, because I only have tomorrow left in the studio and I'll be away 2 days and I'll be back in the studio again. I'll bring you guys, obviously I've already mentioned this, but I'll bring you guys along to London and show you kind of the behind the scenes of a business trip as I'm working at the same time. I'm really hoping that I can get my laptop fixed. I don't know what it is. I googled it for it. Mercury was in retrograde and it's not, but tech and me are not friends at the minute because everything is breaking down. I am not kidding. I think I've got this electrical like virus in my fingers that's like transferring to all my tech, because when I was away in Paris, my Mac actually broke, like it corrupted. I tried to do a software update and the whole thing corrupted, and now we have reformatted the Mac and we can't get any further than that. And not just that, my phone, my iPhone 12 Pro Max, has completely buggered up. Like, I'm being serious, it takes me ages to do anything because it does this ghost button thing where it starts like pressing. Has anyone else had this problem? I don't know. It starts like pressing and doing random stuff on the screen. I don't know if it's because I'm not using the right battery or something, or charger, but I did something. I have invested in the iPhone 14 Pro Max because it's got worse and worse and worse, and literally over the last 2 or 3 days my phone is virtually unusable. I do vlog a lot on my phone, and to be honest, I wanted to wait for the iPhone 15 Pro Max to come out. This is a refurbished one. I don't buy them from new, I normally get them refurbished. Ever since I got my little iPad mini, which has been a great investment into my business, by the way, I've absolutely loved it, but now I just buy refurbished ones. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong, and this isn't working. Like, the software update is like saying could not be done or something, so I'm going to take it home and see if it's something to do with the Wi-Fi, because I remember that being an issue with my iPad. For some reason it wouldn't let me like set it up on this Wi-Fi, so I don't know what's actually happening, and if that doesn't work I'm gonna have to take it back. And I rely on this technology to run my businesses. Wish me luck that works. Dean is going to try and put like the new software on, the new hardware software thing on a USB stick to try and redo my laptop. If not, I'm gonna have to fork out more for laptop, which I really can't afford right now. Oh, I have been looking at refurbished ones, but I actually do need these tools to help run my business. And I used to be the type of person to literally buy, and Dean has to tell me off all the time for this, I used to scrimp and buy the like cheapest model, but then as a consequence it ends up being slow, it slows me down, my productivity is lower because I'm waiting for the spinny wheel of death to go around. I made that mistake when I invested in a Mac for home. It wasn't good enough for editing the 4K footage that I edit, and it ended up taking me like 3 times as long to edit something. I actually probably need a new laptop as well because it's only 8 GB of RAM, but I am going to try and fix it. But first of all, let's tidy up the studio a little bit. I'm just planning tomorrow from Monday in my planner, but the issue we've got is I'm just laying out my week is we only have tomorrow left and I have 2 videos to edit because my Mac isn't working. Like, normally I would do it on my MacBook, like especially my personal channel, because that comes kind of secondary to Katnipp, but I still like to remain consistent. But normally that wouldn't bother me, like tomorrow wouldn't be too much of a big deal because the most important thing is to get the Katnipp content up and out. But the problem is, as you can see from my diary that I've just wrote, London, London, London. So we're going to be away in London, which is when I'm actually going to start working on the calendar and also on the mouse mat that I have an idea about. Now, for the mouse mat, I still haven't sat down and wrote down all my plans for Christmas, but I have them in my head. Normally, I like to get them down in my planner, but I actually don't have time for that. I know what I'm doing, so I've got the pins and I've got the mouse mat that I need to send off ASAP, and then I'm going to lay down the rest, like what are the little bits that I want to include. I actually need the laptop. I've got it for Friday to finish the gaming mouse mat and get it sent off, and also I wanted to bring jumpers out and I need to create the samples. It's hard to juggle everything, guys, honestly. I want everything done yesterday, and I have to remember that it's only me who's currently doing all the products, all the marketing and everything. I need my laptop to work, damn it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, let's go home, cook tea, refresh our minds, put some PJs on and get to work on illustrating the mouse mat together. Okay, my night has not gone according to plan. This is the problem. I'm pretty sure this only happened a few weeks ago. They do say, tell God your plans and he'll laugh, or tell your plans and someone will laugh, or the universe laughs when you say plan. I don't know, you get what I'm saying. But Dean is currently sat in A&E, bless him, because he is not very well. It's not kidney stones this time either. I even bought some health bars from the hospital that were like 50p, because I thought we were going to be there for ages, but A&E was that busy that I literally couldn't even stay. Like, I wasn't, like, there was no place for me to sit. Also, this is the current setup in my house right now. What is going on lately? That was my new phone. Oh my gosh, my paper smashed it. Okay, I'm not touching it until it's got its new case. This week is going crazy. I'm not touching it now. I'm going to catch you up when I'm in the studio, but I'm currently buying an emergency laptop. Oh my goodness, what a day. I actually had to invest in the MacBook. I did to take it home so I can do some work in London, which, to be honest, I really wanted to cancel, but Dean really doesn't want me to cancel the trip. Basically, I will catch you up on all of this later on in the vlog, and I'll also give you a little heart-to-heart about how I manage things like this coming my way, because obviously you can have all the plans in the world, and it's pretty ironic that this whole video I've showed you like how I plan my week and plan my days, but you're getting a live reaction of what happens when actually things don't go to plan. It's also come at a little bit of a tough time as well, because Mike is actually going on holiday for 10 days tomorrow. So normally he would be able to help us out, and I know he would like hold the fort at Katnipp and like do the orders and answer the customer messages. And obviously with Dean in hospital and Mike away, it means I'm literally running everything. I'm gonna have to package the orders, and one thing I actually don't know what to do is I actually don't know how to fulfill the post. So I'm only away in London for 2 nights, so I'm actually gonna jump on orders with Mike. I'm not gonna do my studio vlog today, which is the day it's meant to be up. It's just gonna have to go up late, because at the end of the day the paying customers are first and my Katnipp customers come first for like social media content, because there's no point pumping out loads of social media content if obviously people are waiting on their orders. So I'm going to jump on orders with Mike and we're going to try and fulfill them. Oh, it's so cute. apartment.
About to get the full mic experience this week.
Oh my goodness, it's like 9 p.m. at night and I've just got in. I just managed to have my tea there as well. Actually, what time is it? Okay Google, what time is it?
It's 9:03 p.m.
9:03 p.m. I'm actually filming this on my tiny little Sony ZV-1 camera that I've had for a while, and I used to actually do all my travel vlogs on this very camera, but I broke the mic muff at the top, and I also think I've busted the lens by dropping it because it goes in and out of focus. So I think I'm just going to try and vlog on this phone and like my camera phone when I get to London, but I actually don't know if I'm going to have time to set my new phone up. Anyway, I didn't actually have time to catch up with you at the end of the workday because I wanted to go see Dean as soon as visiting hours started. So I literally packed all the orders and then I learned how to fulfill them because I actually have not learned how to use our business account for Royal Mail because normally Mike or Dean do it, and because Mike's on holiday and Dean happens to be in hospital, so I learned how to do that. Like Mike and his wife Ashley, my sister-in-law, came in and showed me, and it's pretty straightforward, so I think I've got it, and I think I can ring Dean in hospital. Basically Mike is going to be on holiday for 10 days now, pretty much on my own, which is fine. I used to be on my own, so maybe the next couple of vlogs are going to be like the OGs when I just started myself and there's no one else in the studio. I'm going to have to make all the products, ship all the products, try and do all the social media. But truth be told, I have actually been thinking about this. I think I'm going to put a little bit of a hold on how much social media I put out there, because I do find that the more social media posts I put out, if one does particularly well, we'll see an increase of orders, and obviously I can only manage a certain amount. Anyway, I am actually about to pack for London, so it's like 9 o'clock. My dad is actually taking me to the bus station, which is about half an hour away, and as you can see I've got some bags ready, and look at this tiny case, let me show you. This is my little travel first aid kit. I feel like it needs a little doctor or Katnipp pin on it. Like I should do a little like first aid pin. Don't you think? I got this from Amazon. It's like this mini case and this is what we take when we go travelling. Truth be told, I've forgot it a few times even though it's in my travel drawer. But we just take it in and out, and it's got like plasters in, it's got mosquito repellent, allergy tablets and paracetamol and stuff like that, and it's just handy to always have in my travel drawer. I wanted to sit down and kind of talk through a few things before I close off this vlog, because I feel like most of the time when things go a little wrong at Katnipp, I'll share it and stuff, but this isn't necessarily just things that have gone wrong with Katnipp, because obviously if things go wrong at Katnipp or my personal life, they intertwine because I'm a business owner, so it is hard to, you know, separate the two. There is times where it intertwines, and I feel like a lot of people watch my vlogs for inspiration for businesses and stuff, and I'm always conscious of how much I work, and I have definitely noticed like over the years I definitely, to take my mind off things, go into work more, so I work more, being something that I've probably had like since childhood, to be honest, because even since childhood, when I was 13 years old, I used to run my own pixel dolls website, and like I used to make my own like Neopets guilds, and I was always doing something, and it always gave me something to look forward to, and I'm very conscious that I don't want you guys to feel, I've got an eye twitch, I don't want you guys to feel like you look at me and if I'm like go all the time. I don't particularly think it's healthy all the time, and I've already spoke about burnout years ago on my channel when it really got to me, because the problem is when you enjoy what you do, it's hard to know when to stop. It gets a bit difficult, and obviously I show this on my vlog, and I don't want you to kind of take inspiration from me, like, you know, because it's probably not great for you like to work this many hours or whatever and stress yourself out. I don't know where I'm going with this conversation. A lot of people get inspiration from like watching the vlogs, and it really means the world to me, but I don't want you to feel bad if your energy levels aren't there. If you're in that space or that zone where you just can't do anything or you're burnt out, just make sure you rest. I don't want you like to watch me and put more pressure on yourself. My camera just died. Sorry about that. I'll have to charge that before we go to London. But yeah, it's the first time I'm going alone, and I'm a little nervous, a little apprehensive, but I have been on solo trips and I know how to navigate the tubes and stuff now, because we've been a couple of times, so I should be okay. It's going to be an adventure and I'm going to bring you guys along. I think the first half of the video is probably going to be in London. It might be a whole vlog about London, I don't know. And then the second half, this vlog has been a bit of a bizarre one. I understand though, sorry about that, but I did just want to share the reality sometimes of having a small business, because I am aware that often it can seem romanticized, particularly on my vlogs, and I am worried that, you know, you'll see the nice aesthetic side of things, but what you don't see is the often the stress and the pressure and the commitments, and then the things when things go wrong, like in your personal life. At the end of the day, you still need to be paid. Like, you pay yourself. So although I am very, very, very incredibly lucky to do what I do, and I think that every single day, I really do think that every single day, and I wouldn't be able to do all this without you guys. So a huge, huge thank you for all your support. It really, really, really does mean the world. Let's go to London together, which is going to be in the morning, so you'll see that in the next vlog. Alright then. Thanks so much for watching. I love you. Goodbye.